Hi everybody and welcome to your daily tarot reading. I'm going to use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot for this reading for Friday the 21st of January 2022. Let's see what these cards have to say about Friday. The packaging on this deck is like a major production. It's really big, bright colors. Let me show you some of the cards. Also not very subtle, very fantasy kind of the celestial court kind of vibe. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say about Friday and what's coming up for you on this day. Okay, so first card is in here. We've got the King of Coins. Okay, so practical concerns. Then we have the Seven of Cups, what could be. Oh, nice. So you're on top of what is, and you're able to think about what could be in future. So there's a great sense of optimism and hope here. And then finally, the Two of Coins. Jupiter and Capricorn, good luck and work. So this is a very productive day where you are on top of things. You're spinning all the different plates perfectly, and you even have time to expand on what you're already doing and to look at what's important to you moving ahead. So this is a really nice grounded day. If anything, if you're delayed or you're behind on anything, it's a good day to kind of revisit those things and to get things organized, to finish off any outstanding work or anything that's been incomplete for a while, even something that stumped you for quite a long time. If you look at that today, you'll be able to take the appropriate action to get back on track and to make things feel more manageable. Okay, so the King of Coins is a court card. So this may either appear in your life as another person who's very successful in terms of their career, their finances, their living situation, just their kind of practical setup in life. And if you meet someone like this today, it could be someone who you've never seen before or someone who's already in your life who's like this. He or she can give you some tips on how you can improve your circumstances if that's something you're interested in. He may just have these the practical experience to guide you along and to make things a little bit easier for you. But I feel it's more likely that the King of Coins is an energy that you feel internally. So you feel very grounded, you feel like you've got your bearings, you've got a very clear and practical understanding of your experience, your part in your experience so far, and how you can change things so that you're moving into a direction that you really want to move in. So the King of Coins gets the fact that if you don't take charge of your life at some point, life is just going to move on regardless, and you'll be thrown into situations that are controlled by other people. So the King of Coins, he gets to a point in his life where he says, do you know what, I like leaves on the pillars, and if I want the leaves on the pillars, then I'm going to have to get into a position of power or seniority here where I get to say what goes, and then I can create my environment the way I want it to be. And that's really what I think you'll feel, that you have the right to live your life the way you want to. And I almost feel like there's some sort of breaking point here where you're no longer interested in following other people's rules. And I think you have a breakthrough today in terms of that you really think for yourself and what's important to you in life. It's like if you've been indoctrinated by anyone or anything, I think something comes to a head today where that no longer has any power over you. And you're really freestyling in terms of what you want to bring into your life or what's important to you. And that's so important. If you have a kind of clear understanding, very specific understanding of what you want to achieve in future, then you have a much better chance of achieving it. If you want to learn how to ride a unicycle, then you know, just by saying, I want to ride a unicycle, the practical steps almost complete themselves. It's like, well, I'll have to go to the unicycle school to learn how to ride this thing first and foremost. And it becomes very straightforward. So the King of Coins is reliable. He's confident. He's experienced. And he is rock solid. So it's very unlikely that you're going to be shaken or rattled today in any way. So if you need to assert yourself or say, this is the way I like it, thank you very much, so this is how I'm going to do it, then you have the confidence to stand up for yourself and to put your foot down and to say, this is the way it is and this is the way it has to be for me. I'm sorry if you don't like that, but this is my life, my truth, and I'm just going to have to stick by that. And that sounds very simple, but for some people that's like a lifelong journey to be able to say things like that. Next, we've got the Seven of Cups, that's water. So we've got the King of Coins, that's Pentacles, earth, and water here. Both elements are feminine, more earth here. And the feminine elements are about the intuition and seeing the bigger picture and feeling connected and the love. And it's also about adapting your circumstances so that they suit you more. So this is perfect because the water side of things really helps you to see things. You see things in the way you'd like them to be. You see different objects here with each cup. So we've got the snake, which is wisdom. I can't see what that is. Is that the moon? And some little piece of fabric. Is that a spirit, mediumship maybe? Then we've got wealth. We've got leadership, victory. Then we've got security and beauty. And here we've got dragon wings, so either freedom or power, whatever. We've got the sun at the center, so my solar plexus, my heart is telling me I want. It's so interesting, you know, this reminds me of my niece when she was like a little, this is like, what, 16 years ago? When she was like 1 or something, she was starting to speak. She'd put her arm out and she'd say, want. Like if she saw you eating like a piece of fruit or an ice cream or something, she'd just grab out and say, I want. And I remember thinking at the time, it's like so interesting that, you know, what we want and what we like and stuff, there's not usually a question about that. It's right there. But then life happens and society happens and we are indoctrinated and told what's good and celebrated by society. And like an example of that is like James Bond, right? James Bond is a type of masculinity that is celebrated by our society. Like this guy who travels and saves the world and has beautiful girlfriends and everyone just watches and says how fabulous, okay? So if you fall into that kind of category, then fabulous. If you don't though, then the problems start because it's like, I know I want this for myself, but the world says that that is either going to put me in a vulnerable position or it's going to work against me in some other way. Do I hide this or do I go through with it? And most of us hide it because we want to fit in, especially when we're younger, or we want life to be pretty straightforward. So anything that kind of draws attention is going to be seen as a risk. And on this day, the cards are saying that you've managed so far. You truly do owe it to yourself to pursue the things you want. Because what about the future of your society or of the society? I mean, no pressure, right? But if you decide that, let's say, okay, I don't know, you're from a Russian line of royals, but you don't want to be a ballet dancer. You want to do break dancing in Brooklyn or something. I don't know. And move to America. If you do that, yes, you're going to have to deal with the family and a lot of backlash. But other kids who are in the same position will say, hey, well, Igor managed to break free and to leave the country and to dance the way he wanted. Well, maybe I can too. You see what I mean? So one, you owe it to yourself to pursue the things that are important to you because that's what's going to make you feel happy in life and sunny and empowered and like you are moving along on your cute little unibike and you're lucky in your work and you're doing something that you truly enjoy and you owe that to yourself. The question is, okay, I do owe that to myself. If I do it, I'm going to have a little bit of rubbish to wade through. Is it worth doing? Yes, it is worth doing for yourself and for the other people who then are inspired by your bravery and who also look to you as an inspiration. You just make it easier. And then the more people who get to live their authentic truth and their life, the easier it is for people in 20 years, 40 years to do the same thing. So I think this is a moment of, you know, I'm entitled to certain things in my life, especially to myself and my spirituality and my sense of what's good and right and beautiful and wrong and acceptable. I'm the authority figure in my life. And again, I keep saying, I've managed this far. I am entitled to live the way I want. I'm a free person. I can do what I want and like and enjoy. The Two of Coins is someone who's juggling these coins. It's a lot of work, but he's on top of it and he's doing well. Jupiter is good fortune in astrology. Capricorn is the sign of the worker. So anything that, has eluded you in terms of your practical, in terms of your actual job, the thing that provides you with an income, you'll be able to get a lot done here on this day. But I think the inner work of what do I want in future, that's the real gift, because you are so rock solid and so clear in terms of who you are. Think of this as a light bulb going off in his heart, and he's dressed in green here, the heart chakra, and he truly just understands that this is who I am and what I care about. So I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just do it. I owe it to myself. I really like that. It's like, not only do I accept myself, but I'm going to make things as amazing for myself as I possibly can do. I'm going to do everything in my power to make my life amazing. And I mean, as far as, intentions go, that's a pretty good one. Make your life amazing. Okay, so we've got the numbers. The court cards count as 1, and 7 is 8, and 2 is 10. 10 reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is the vibration of the pioneer, the magician in the tower, the person who listens to his gut and then does something about it. And that something is usually magical and fabulous and enchanting, the way the Two of Coins is. Yeah, so take control of your life and kind of luxuriate in this lovely, earthy, watery energy and make the changes that you want. Have a fabulous day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share it online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.